Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk about how to start filling in your Excel spreadsheets and how to use the capabilities of Excel to make your tables, and then how to use those tables to make your scatter plot graphs, which you'll need to do in pretty much every lab in physics. I've already started with some data that you might have seen if you saw my previous video on how to work with Spark timer or ticker tape timer data. I already have it put in here, so I'm not going to go over it too much, just enough to say, remember that you always need to have, you're always going to want to have one column for your independent variable. Here this is time. Then you're going to want to have one column for each of your dependent variable, one for each trial. Now I only have one trial here, one run of the Spark timer tape. But if you have more than one trial, you should put each one in a separate column. You could put the analyzed columns after that, and make sure to label them by which trial they are. You could put them, if you know you're going to have to, like in this case, I know I'm going to have to write the distance and the velocity, which I might want to do distance and velocity for second trial and distance and velocity for third trial. But you should have one column for each of your dependent variables per trial. Sorry, one column for your dependent variable per trial. So 3 trials, 3 columns. I also talked in that video about how to use formulas, so you can check out how to use the formulas there. You should use them whenever possible and use the fill column to make things faster on you. You might be able to just calculate it on the calculator, but you might realize that maybe one of your values is wrong. With a spreadsheet, changing a value updates any other values that used in a formula. So if I realized that in this one 6.28, oh no, that's 6.38, then everything else changes. You should have seen that these two just changed. I'll go back. If you look at that one, I just undid it and that one changed back. So it's really useful for that. All right, that's it about how to enter and process your data. Now we want to make our scatter plot. To make our scatter plot, we're going to have to select time and velocity. Normally, you can't do it this way. Or you might think you can't do it this way. But there is a way to select cells that are not next to each other. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to select the time here, and then I'm going to hold the Command button, since I'm on a Mac, and select the data here. Now you can see that both of these are in blue because that means they're both selected. They're not next to each other, but they're both selected. If you're on a PC, you'll want to use the Control button instead of the Command button, but it works the same way. Hold down, you select my first one by clicking and dragging. I select the second one by clicking and dragging while I'm holding Command. So there's my time and there's my velocity, and they're ready to make a scatter plot. What I need to do now is find out where to make the scatter plot. Now this depends on what version of Word, or Excel rather, you're using. In this version, all my charts live up here in this ribbon. In later versions, they put more things in the ribbon, and the ribbon looks a lot different. In other ones, you might be able to find it in the Insert menu. You can usually find it there. There's Chart, and that'll give you a little dialogue with a bunch of options on what kind you want to put in. You're going to have to find out for yourself where your your make a new chart options are. You can always check the help function for that, Excel help. I want an XY or a scatter plot, and I want what's called a mark scatter. The rest of these have lines on them already. They're going to connect the points. We don't do that in physics at all. So we never use that, and we absolutely never use a line graph. That is not useful for us at all. So we're always going to use a scatter plot. With those selected, we made our scatter plot. And there it is. There's our velocities. Oh, I'm going to move this too far. I'm going to move this down here and then scroll down. There we go. So made our scatter plot. This is our basic scatter plot, and it hasn't been properly formatted. I'm going to do that in another series. And we haven't added anything like a line of best fit or anything like that. But again, that's going to come in another series. But it's been made. So we got a good start. Now, what you'll often want to do once you're done is copy these to Word. Copy your data tables to Word and copy your graphs to Word. The thing is that Word and Excel are part of Microsoft Office, so Microsoft wants them to work together all the time. That's not always useful. Sometimes when you copy and paste a graph, it copies and pastes a graph that's a reference to the Excel file. So unless you have the Excel file along with the Word file, it doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't know what it's looking for, what the graph should look like. So instead, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently. Okay, copied, there. Let me try this here. There we go, okay. When I copied it like this. Now this might not look like it fits in your Word file. So what we like to do is match destination table style. This will make it look like a Word table. Let's see here now. Bring up the toolbox so we can see what the text looks like. It's the same body text as everything else. And it's the same font size as everything else. So this looks exactly the same as all the other text that should go with it. And it's as a proper Word table, not an Excel table that's referencing this Excel file. So it looks just right. We can fill in all the other stuff, like we can fill in the time, say that's in seconds, plus minus, we're going to post plus minus symbol. Go into symbol to add the plus minus symbol. There's the plus minus symbol. And let's say that's going to be plus minus 0.017. 0.02 seconds. We can adjust the size of this. I just realized a problem. Something we're going to want to do back here. Oh, you know, I'll leave that for the other video. That's more about formatting, so we can change that. You want to format these first because one of the things we want to do is make sure that these are all the same number of decimal places. And then we could write our other things in here, or in here. There we go. And it all looks like it fits. Now, a little bit further down, you might want to paste your table, or sorry, your chart. So we're going to click on the chart, and I'm going to click it and copy it. And then paste it in here. Now I can do the same thing, but instead of chart linked to Excel data. If it doesn't see the Excel data, it won't do it. It won't do anything with it. Use destination theme is not what we want. We're okay with it looking like this. What we actually want is to paste it as a picture. So we click this one, and now it is a picture. Where'd it go? Here it is. Now it's a picture. So it drops the resolution a little bit, which, well, we may need to try to keep source formatting. Yeah, no, that didn't help any. Oh, it didn't really help. Didn't do anything with that. Anyway, if we paste as a picture, you know, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to show you the other way of working with this. It's being weird. Excel is often being weird. Yeah, see, that's showing up as a, it's still showing up as a chart. So you should be able to paste it as a picture, but I'm going to do it the other way. Edit, paste special. And this will paste it only as a picture. There we go, same thing. So it shows up as a picture. All right, that's basically it for now. The next video I'm going to talk about how to properly format everything. That's going to depend on what version of Excel you have, but I'll show you the basic things you're going to need to find. I think that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.